It is a whole new perspective on what happens after you get a parking ticket. Another former traffic hearing officer has come forward claiming he was pressured into ruling against drivers. Tonight, CBS 2 investigative reporter David Goldstein shows us one Burbank man is now getting a refund after we exposed what's going on.
They're going to refund your money. What do you think?
Great.
Ron Uchida of Burbank had to pay $388 to the city of L.A. after unsuccessfully fighting his parking ticket. But after our investigation, he's getting his money back.
You got to be happy, right?
Truly, yeah. This was truly a stress factor starting from December when I received the violation. And even when I went through the hearing in February.
While Uchida initially lost his fight, what he didn't know is that he really won. But the person deciding his case, traffic hearing officer Joe Concau, claims he was unfairly overruled by his boss.
Did you want to hold him liable for that ticket?
No, I did not.
And he's not the only hearing officer who claims he was pressured into ruling in favor of the city instead of the motorist who's fighting that traffic ticket. Now another hearing officer has come forward saying he too was forced into changing some of his decisions.
Was there pressure exerted on you to rule in favor of the city?
I believe there was a lot of pressure to rule in favor of the city.
Ernie Nishi worked as a traffic hearing officer for the city of L.A. for 10 years until he left in 2014 and says there was a lot of pressure, including one case he remembers in particular.
There's a veteran, fought for our country, right? And I had to find him liable.
He says the vet had his car impounded for unpaid parking tickets while deployed overseas. He fought the tickets. Nishi ruled in his favor, but was overruled by his supervisor.
I had no choice. There's a procedure, there's a law, there's the rules. Boom, I treat him like everybody else. Nothing special. But, going to war and fighting for a country, nope, not good enough.
The L.A. Department of Transportation denies that supervisors are unfairly influencing decisions, but they say they're now looking into the allegations after our investigation, and they've informed supervisors that they cannot make anyone change their decision.
The system, to some extent, is rigged against the driver.
Jay Bieber of Safer Streets LA, a group that's advocating changes in LA's parking system, says the process may be rigged because when you walk in one of these offices to fight a ticket issued by the city of LA, your fate is decided by an employee of the city of LA.
There's an inherent somewhat conflict of interest between these two entities because they work for the city. Even though they're supposed to be independent, their jobs to some extent are based on whether or not they find people guilty.
I'll wait for the refund, like I said before.
Uchida had his guilty verdict overturned because of what we exposed. Now he's got nearly $400 back in his pockets and the satisfaction of beating the system that some say is stacked against the motorist. David Goldstein, CBS 2 News.
And if you have a story you think David should look into, email goldsteininvestigates@cbs.com or call 818-655-2442.